All right, so I have officially created the Power of Five How to Make $500 app. So this is fully to help somebody who is new as a brand partner and wants to either host a gathering, host a Zoom, or just start sharing on social media using their link and their landing page to start earning some income. What you will see here is it is very interactive. So we're actually showing them how much money they're earning. They plug in that. I'm going to show you where that's at. We have different milestones that we want them to hit. We want this to be exciting. We want it gamified. And then there is right here, you see 2 people on your list. You have 1 gathering planned. This is how much money you earned so far. So what you do is you just, let me show you down here, the cheer squad. So that is for your upline support team. So whenever you hit a milestone, it will email your upline support so that they can stay engaged with the new brand partners. So whenever they hit a milestone of starting their list, they got 5 names on their list. They have 10 names on their list. Their list is full. They book their first gathering, they make their first income, they hit the 500. It will actually email the leader and let them know, hey, your person has hit these milestones so that we can be engaged with our new brand partners doing the things. And all you have to do is pass this system app on to the brand partner, and you will see that it has everything that they need inside of it. So let's click first 500 path. So what this is doing is it actually is bringing them in here. And you will see, if you're on the desktop, you'll be able to see a little bit more. But we're doing is we're asking them how much income do they actually want to earn. So let's say we do that. You will see that it changes down at the bottom. It changes to show them that they would need to invite 20 people, 10 will attend. This is how many enrollments they'll have. That's how much they were projected to make over the first 3 months, right? So they just click that, and then that helps them to be able to set their attendance goal for themselves. All right, so then you just continue down. So now we're at the memory jogger. So now this is how we're making our list. So all you have to do is add in their name. And how do you know them? You could put sister here. You don't have to put anything actually. How do you talk to them? This is kind of important so that you know how to do the follow-up. And then you start adding what is the struggle that the person has. So let's say energy and stress. And then we just add it to the list and it's added right there. Now you have your leads list. Your person has your leads list. They know exactly what's wrong with them and how to follow up with them. So then let's hit next. And this is how do we actually invite them? So this is going to coach them through how to do that. And then it's going to actually give them some script prompts. So the first thing you need to do is, why are you inviting them? That has to be the first thing out of the gate in the conversation. And then what changes have you seen personally? So you add that into your ask. And then the casual invite. This does give you some script examples that you can copy and paste, but really what it is to just give people kind of that outline of examples on how to invite. And then you'll see there is some coaching in here that helps people to understand. You want to invite, don't explain the whole product. You want to stay curious, don't convince, right? The next thing is you want to warm up your audience. So if people are like, hey, my audience is pretty cold, this gives them some social media posts to be able to do that. They can simply copy and paste them if they would like. So super simple there. So I'm just going to scroll all the way to the bottom. And this does give them like a main invite. So if you're like, okay, I've warmed them up, I found out what their problem is, I'm going to send them that over. There are examples of casual way, professional, your warm market, right? Day before reminders. Hey, the event is on Thursday. Day before, you're going to want to copy and paste and send this over. All right, so let's go to the next part. Now, this is where you actually have the presentation. So again, remember, this is for the brand partner who's new. They don't know where all the things are. It's all inside of this app for them. So you just hit open presentation and bam, it's a beautiful landing page that has the USA slides, the script, the printouts for guests, sign up for hosting their own thing. There is the Spanish. There is one that has balance and burn. There's one that's only Ningxia Red. There is Canadian, Australian payout. So everything is there for you. And then when they're ready to order, again, gives them kind of an example. It does show them that they can choose a landing page. There's an example of a landing page, and then there's a sample of one. If they want to purchase that, they can. If not, they can use their Young Living Deep link. Totally fine. You can use whatever you want, and all of that is explained. So then we hit next. Now here is the follow-up. So this is if people didn't order. It actually it helps them to step through. How do I follow up with them? Again, we're always talking about finding their problem. Have they found a solution yet? Is cost the issue? Making the ask. And then there's even a section down here of reopening a conversation a couple weeks later, the gentle ask. All right. So that is all of the kind of step throughs, but now let's go into gathering. This is where things get kind of cool, where you can actually go into add your gathering. So you can say reset class. And then we pick the date. Let's pick the 19th, 6 p.m., my home or on Zoom, whatever. And then the presentation, 14-day reset. But whenever they open this up, so you just go into it. So it's the day of the event. All they have to do is come into their gatherings and it will give them exactly what they need to do. And they can move it along. So again, it notifies the upline support team. It says, hey, I hosted, hey, I followed up. It'll let them know. You can open up the presentation straight from here. It has the time agenda for them. It also has talking points. And it has message templates again, kind of follow up, get them to the call, things like that. Okay, so that's super fun to have in there. And then they can just keep booking their gatherings. And you will keep, as like an upline leader, you will know when they do that because it will email you and then you can congratulate them on booking another event, whatever. So then let's go into the library. So in the library, this just explains how you should be inviting somebody with knowing their problem and then finding proof that these products have helped people with that problem prior. They can add their own graphics in here, by the way. So if they have their own testimony story, they can add pictures before and after. But it explains how you can actually use these. And then you go into here and you can type sleep and all the sleep will come up, energy and all the energy will come up, hormones, all the hormone ones will come up, kids, the kid ones will come up, and so on and so forth, right? So you can type hosting and then all you do is touch it and then you can actually download it from there and be able to send it out to your people. So it's all easy. It's all in one place. Now here's, again, another little fun section. This is where when we are helping people start a job, it's really important that they know how much money they're earning. So this helps them to kind of gamify and see the income raising. So as they're hosting their gathering and getting enrollments, you come in here and let's say I had a balance and burn class. You click balance and burn. And then you go under kit and bundles and it has all of them there for you. So let's say the power one, it actually has the payout and how much they will get. So we can say that Sue bought that and then I log it. And when I log it, it adds the follow-up down here. So you know who bought what, but at the top, you'll see it actually raises the bar closer to my first 500 so that I know, and I am excited and you are excited to see my number go up. Once your new brand partner reaches 500 and you are their upline support and they put your email and name in, you will get an email letting you know that your person hit their first 500 goal. So you could do that. Right now, I have it as Ningxia, Balance and Burn, Master Cellular, and then they can pick the kits. So starter kit does add in the fast start bonus and the cash incentive. And then if they're hosting any other class, they just have to type in like if it's a Thieves bundle and how much the PV is because this is just focused on that consumable, duplicatable. But all of your orders are here. And the other thing they could do is actually come in here and play with it and then go in and delete it if they're like, oh, I just want to see how much money I can earn kind of thing. So that is the app that is available to you. And it is just a way to help people to project their income, to know their milestones, for you to know their milestones, for them to keep their list all in one place, to have scripts in one place, the presentation in one place. Everything is here. It's all interactive and it's all ready for everybody to use. And it's only $5.55. That's it. It's not a reoccurring payment. We're just trying to help people to see how amazing brand partnership is, how easy it is, how they can simply start sharing, and they can do this all in a way that has a system that you can take this exact same app, you can have success with it, and you can pass it down to the next person. And it shows them how to invite, how to follow up, where the presentation is, how much money they earn. So for $5.55, every person on your team can actually start passing down a system. And this is all of this is pre-Power of Five. When I built the pre-Power of Five inside of Power of Five, I wanted people to just start moving the needle in their business, start earning that first $500. Yes, the Power of Five is way more robust than this. Yes, we have calls and we have boot camps and we have conscious language corner and we work on real business techniques, real systems of operation. And yes, that is more and is robust in the Power of Five. But this is the pre-Power of Five where we just help people get their toe in the water, earn some income, and get the needle moving.